Good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday night. How's everybody's Thursday night going? How's everybody feeling? What is going on, folks? Shout out to the people in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit the sub button if you're new. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. The Strike Zone is on the road to 2,000 subs. We are now 8 subs away. So if there's 8 people that are watching this, if you come across this, make sure you all hit the sub button. Let's get to that 2,000. How's everybody feeling on this Thursday night? As the Yankees get ready on this 4-game set in Chicago against the White Sox. And in my opinion, it's like I was saying yesterday and also in the pregame, this is a series that the Yankees should absolutely sweep. I understand 4-game sweeps are hard, but I feel like it should be able to be done. Anything less than 3 out of 4 is a failure. But shout out to the folks in the chat. Let me say what's up to the folks in the chat real quick. Who do we got in the building? Katie, first person in the building. How are you? CeeLo, what's up, my man? How's it going? Peanut is in the building. How are you? We got Victor in the building. Montauk is in the building. What is up? So the game should start here in about a few minutes. Jockey Boy is in the building. He says, let's go get it and win tonight. That's right, man. Let's make it happen. We got Joseph in the building. Daniel Berry, what is going on? How are you? Thanks for popping in. How we feeling? So, yeah, let's just hope. Let's hope for a win. And I know I already shared it in the pregame, but Ryan Yarbrough, when he gets activated, according to Aaron Boone, he will come out of the bullpen, which I think is a good idea. It only makes sense for Ryan Yarbrough Ryan Yarbrough to make that happen, just because having another lefty in the bullpen doesn't hurt, and to help out Tim Hill is certainly not going to hurt. So I can't wait to have him back. It's great to have Fernando Cruz back on the roster. So hopefully down these stretch of games, these guys will be able to help the Yankees succeed. Yankees have this 4-game series against the Red Sox or against the White Sox. That's the wrong Sox, but the White Sox. So winning these games is going to be just as important. If they're trying to keep pace with the Met or with the Red Sox, with the Blue Jays. Obviously, the Blue Jays are off today. The Red Sox won earlier today. They beat the Orioles 3-2. So, Yankees got to continue winning these games to maintain their distance with the White Sox or with the Red Sox. So those games are going to be really important. Right now there's not a lot of baseball games today, but just to read the final score. So yeah, the Red Sox beat the Orioles 3-2 earlier. Astros beat the Rockies 4-3. The Diamondbacks beat the Brewers 6-4, and the Brewers have a series coming up here against the Blue Jays, which will be a very good series. It'll be an interesting series. The Cardinals beat the Pirates 4-1. The Giants beat the Cubs 4-3. Mets right now are beating the Marlins 2-1, and the Phillies are beating the Braves 5-3. So you got some NL East teams playing against each other. So the Yankees game should be starting here in about a minute. I'll pull up the game cast. What up, Petruzzi? What's going on, dude? How's it going? Once again, folks, make sure you all hit the like, hit that sub. Keep sharing this channel out. Looks like the White Sox are taking the field here, and Davis Martin is going to step on the mound to warm up. And here's your starting lineup for the Yankees. So Grisham, Rice, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Jazz, Goldschmidt, McMahon, Volpe. And this is Will Warren's second career start against the Chicago White Sox, folks. So let's see how he does in his second career start. Davis Martin, 5-9, 3.93 ERA, 112 and a third innings pitched, giving up 17 home runs, 35 walks, 80 strikeouts. Opponents average are 252 against him. So looking at his baseball savant, Yankees bats should be able to do work against him. Does get a lot of ground balls. So according to his baseball savant. But let's see how he fares here against this Yankees lineup. Let me pull up the game cast here. The game will get started here in just a second. White Sox defense in the outfield, you have Andrew Benintendi, Brooks Baldwin, Mike Tauchman, so a couple of former New York Yankees in the outfield. Infield, you have Curtis Mead, Chase Mydroth, Lennon Sosa, Miguel Vargas. DHing is Edgar Queto. And we are underway as Grisham takes ball one. And Teal is at the dish. Davis is on the mound. And the 1-0. Grisham fouls that back. 1-1. What's up, Andrew? As Martin sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Trent Grisham. As Martin sets here on the 2-1. The pitch to Grisham is fouled back 2-2. There's Ben Rice waiting on deck. Looks like Grisham calls time. And looks like he will be back in the batter's box. What's up, SGA? It's 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Grisham. Martin sets. Swing and a miss. And Grisham strikes out. First strikeout of the game for Martin. And we have our first out here in the top of the first. That'll bring up Ben Rice to the plate. Here's Ben Rice at the plate. And the pitch. Foul back. Count now is 0-2 to Ben Rice. The 0-2. Rice fouls that one. Still 0-2. Yeah, I'm sure it's nice not watching the Guardians. And the 0-2. And Rice fouls off that pitch. Still 0-2 to Ben Rice. Tom Titchener is your home plate umpire. They say he's hitter friendly. He's your crew chief. 19th season as an MLB umpire. Fewer inside strikes on left-handed bats. Fewer low strikes on right-handed bats. That is the scouting report on the home plate umpire. And a swing and a miss by Ben Rice. He strikes out. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Martin. So 2 down here in the top of the first. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. So let's see if Judge is able to keep this inning alive as he takes ball 1. And the 1-0. Judge hits that one. It's a grounder, foul ball, 1-1. Yeah, career versus White Sox for Judge. Impressive. The 1-1. Outside 2-1. The 2-1. That is called a strike. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't know if I agree with that call. Yeah, pitch looked like it was down in the below the strike zone. The 2-2, full count. Now to the Yankee captain. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Judge trying to keep this inning alive. Here's the payoff. Ball 4. Judge draws a walk. He'll take first base, and that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. And the first pitch to Bellinger is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Foul back 0-2. 69 degrees in Chicago. Feels like it's 68. Looks like a perfect day in Chicago. The 0-2. And Bellinger rips that one to right field. And that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Cody Bellinger. Let's go. That is his 26th home run of the season. And shout out to Ace. What up, Ace? I saw you pop in. So Yankees are on the board 2-0 on a 2-out, 2-run home run by Cody Bellinger. What up, Rick? I got to get the music going. Sorry. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Giancarlo Stanton. The 1-1. 2-1 now to Giancarlo. The 2-1. And Giancarlo hits a grounder to the shortstop, Mydroth, for out number 3. But the Yankees are on the board on a 2-run home run by Cody Bellinger. And we're going to the bottom of the first. Talkman, Vargas, Teal will be due up in the bottom of the first. We are in a commercial break. For sure, there, Beagle, what's up? But good way to get the game started. Yankees are up 2-0 just like that. Again, on a 2-run home run by Cody Bellinger. Bottom of the first will be starting up here soon. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub. Keep sharing this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. We are 8 subs away from 2,000, folks. So if there's anybody watching this for the first time, hit that sub button. Let's get to that 2K. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers. The strike zone is 8 subs away. But hopefully that puts everybody in a good mood. All right, Talkman, Vargas, Teal, Sosa, Benintendi, Kesso, Mead, Baldwin. Mydroth is your starting lineup for the Chicago White Sox. And I'll get the game cast back up here momentarily once the advertisements are gone. And here's Will Warren, who's on the mound. Let's see how he does here against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll pull up the game cast here. As Warren sets here against Talkman. First pitch, strike one. And the 0-1. 1-1. A 1-1. 2-1. Two balls, one strike here to Mike Talkman, former New York Yankee. The 2-1. As a grounder hits McMahon, fields it, throws to first, and Goldschmidt tags him out. So good job to Goldschmidt for, despite getting off the bag, getting the tag there on Talkman. One down. Yankees defense, outfield, Bellinger, Grisham, Stanton. Infield, McMahon, Volpe, Jazz, Goldschmidt. Judge is DHing. Rice is at the dish. Warren is on the mound. All right, and here is Vargas at the plate. He takes ball one, Miguel Vargas. The 1-0. There it is, called a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Looked like it was a little off, but it's going to be one of those types of nights. The 1-1 is a grounder hit to Goldschmidt, who tosses it to Warren as Warren steps on the bag for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for the Yankees, and that'll bring up Teal to the plate. Here's Kyle Teal, who will try and keep this inning alive for the White Sox. First pitch, outside, 1-0. The 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now. What's up, Dev? What's going on, bud? The 2-0 is popped up, out of play, 2-1 now. That is popped up, out of play, 2-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. If Warren can get his first strikeout of the game here. It's ball 3, full count now to Kyle Teal. Sosa is waiting on deck for the White Sox. Warren sets. Here's the payoff. And that is hit into right field. And that is a single for Teal as he keeps this inning alive. And that'll bring up Sosa to the plate. White Sox get their first hit of the game. Here's Lennon Sosa at the plate. First pitch, strike one. As Warren sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runner on first as Warren sets here on the 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that is hit into right field, and that ball will drop, and Teal will slide into third. So White Sox getting a couple of hits here with 2 outs, trying to make a little noise, and that's going to bring up Andrew Benintendi to the plate. So tying run is on first base. So Warren able to get out the first 2 batters, and now just gave up 2 back-to-back hits. So now we got runners on the corners with Benintendi coming to the plate. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss, strike one. Yo, 1. Pitch is low for ball 1. 1-1 now. Now, Warren's first inning ERA this season is over 5 at 5.33. So first innings have been a struggle for Will Warren as Benintendi pops that one up. And as I mentioned that, here's out number 3. So Warren gives up a couple of hits, does not give up any runs, and just like that, we're going to the top of the second, folks. And Jazz, Goldschmidt, and McMahon will be due up. So Yankees still have a 2-0 lead. So how's everybody doing on this Thursday night? I know a lot of folks right now are talking about the Micah Parsons trade to the Green Bay Packers. That's a big thing. Wonder how Cowboys fans are feeling about it. I wonder how they're feeling about Jerry Jones. I know that's NFL stuff, but yeah, just curious. And speaking of the NFL, it's not starting this weekend, but the next week, the following weekend. So not far off. We're 10 days away from NFL season starting. I know I got a lot of football fans in my in our community here, so hopefully everybody is enjoying their nights. Anybody have any big weekend plans for Memorial Day? Anybody doing anything fun? Going anywhere? I'm sure you all heard the news of Jonathan Loaisiga is done for the season, which kind of was expected. Feel bad for him. Can never ever stay healthy. I think he's we've seen his last days in pinstripes. I highly doubt he'll be back. So Bolts and Cards, Andrew? Okay. I think he meant to say Colts, but it's all good. All right. Jazz is leading off here in the top of the second. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0. Jazz hits that, but it is fouled. 1-1. The 1-1. Oh. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the 2-1, and Jazz grounds that foul. Count is even at 2-2. And Paul Goldschmidt is waiting on deck. The 2-2. Bellinger grounds that foul. Still 2-2. So the Yankees are on the board 2-0 on a 2-run home run by Cody Bellinger back in the top of the first. That was one of my home run predictions. So let's see if my other predictions come through tonight. Another 2-2. Jazz hits that ball deep into right field, and that ball is gone. It's a solo home run for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's go. 26 home runs this season for Jazz Chisholm Jr. 105.7 exit velo, 382-foot home run for Jazz Chisholm Jr. And just like that, the Yankees are up 3-0 here in the top of the second. Still nobody out. That'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. Paul Goldschmidt was my sleeper for home run. And Goldschmidt takes strike 1. Throw 1. 0-2. One and two. There's the 1-2. 2-2 now to Paul Goldschmidt. The 2-2. Goldschmidt hits a grounder right to Mydroth, who makes the play. Route number 1. Here's Ryan McMahon. He takes ball 1. There's a strike, 1-1. What's up, Robert Boone? He says, like number 19, let's go. The 1-1. 2-1. Two and two now to McMahon. Here's the 2-2. And swing and a miss. McMahon strikes out. That is the third strikeout of the game for Davis Martin. Nice, Robert. Too bad. I'm sorry, Chua. You could get a free trial on Apple. First pitch, Volpe bunts it. Foul ball. 0-1. Yo, 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 to Volpe. Swing and a miss. Got him with the cutter. 1-2 now. It's Anthony Volpe. The 1-2. And Volpe hits a grounder to the second baseman. Oh, and he came up with it, but the ball came out of his hands. That was Sosa who came up with it, but the ball came out of his hands as he was attempting to make the play to first. So he fields it on his hands and comes out. So let's see how they rule that one. So they're going to rule it as an error. So Volpe does reach first base on an error by Sosa. Inning is still alive. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Trent Grisham. There's ball 1. The 1-0. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. 2-1 now to Trent Grisham. There's Ben Rice waiting on deck. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup. 2-2 now to Trent Grisham. Grisham calls time. As Grisham steps back into the batter's box, he's ready to go. And, Martin goes over to first to try and pick off Volpe. Volpe's safely back to first base. Yeah, Teal slaps his glove on the home plate, signaling to throw over to first, but Volpe was safe. Here's the 2-2. And Volpe, there he goes, and he has a stolen base. It's a full count now to Trent Grisham. So Volpe with a stolen base here. And that is his 16th stolen base of the season. Three-two. Fouled off. Still 3-2. And another payoff pitch and ball 4. to Trent Grisham. So Grisham draws a walk here with 2 outs. We have runners on first and second. And this brings up Ben Rice to the plate. Excuse me, y'all. Hey, what's up, Cecilia? Good to see you. Looks like the pitching coach for the White Sox is coming out to talk to Martin, so we have a little bit of a pause here in the game. Uncle Ben going yard. Cecilia, Bellinger hit a 2-run home run, Cecilia. And Ben Rice is at the plate now. Ball 1 to Ben Rice. And 2-0 now to Ben Rice. The 2-0. Rice fouls that one. 2-1. There's Aaron Judge waiting on deck for the Yankees. The 2-1. Rice fouls off that pitch. Counts even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Let's see if the Yankees can add some more runs here. The 2-2. Rice fouls off that pitch. Another 2-2. Rice hits that ball into the gap, and that will drop. And Volpe will score. And Grisham will go to third as Rice gets an RBI single here with 2 outs. It's a 4-0 game now. As Rice keeps this inning alive. So Yankees make it 4 runs now. It's a 4-0 game. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. There's a strike to Judge. The 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. There's a strike, 1 and 2. Thank you, Cecilia. One, 2. Did he go? Yes, he did. Rice, Judge did go around. That is the 3rd out. Yankees add 2 more runs to the board. Yankees are up 4-0, and we're going to the bottom of the 2nd here, folks. Commercial break. is here. So Yankees putting up runs here early in the game. But how we feeling, folks? How we feeling? What's going on? Yankees up 4-0. Hopefully everybody's in a good mood, right? Hopefully everybody's in a good mood. Let's see. Let's check this poll here because I did put out a poll. Says because I asked how many runs will the Yankees score tonight, and 21 votes. 52% of you said 5-9. So they're at 4 now. Let's see if 52% of you voted right. So 21 votes, 52%, 5-9. Oh yeah, we are in a commercial break. Make sure, let's get those likes up. If you're new and you're watching this, let's hit that sub up, hit that subscribe button. Keep sharing this channel out. We are 7 subs away from 2,000. It is the final countdown. Can we get 7 more subs? So Keto, Mead, and Baldwin will be due up here for the White Sox. And there's a strike for Edgar Keto. The 0-1. Outside 1-1. The 1-1, 2-1. So 3-1. A 3-1. There's a grounder. Hits a Volpe. He bobbles it. Oh, Volpe. Come on. A routine ground ball. And Kettle will make it to first base. So that should be an E6 right there on Volpe, as he could not come up with the ball. So, yep, that'll be ruled as an E6. Chicken and asparagus and black bean sauce with sliced jalapeno steamed rice. Cool. All right, Cecilia. A 2-0 count here to Curtis Mead. The 2-0, 3-0 now. So that is Volpe's 18th error of the season, folks. So runner on first, nobody out, 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. The 3-1. is popped up into center field. Grisham running on, and he makes the play for out number 1 as Keto gets back to first. And that'll bring up Baldwin to the plate. So 1 out here. Bottom of the second with a runner on first. Yankees are up 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. First pitch, ball 1. The 1-0, 2-0. The 2-0, 3-0. That's a good question. Where is Susan? Here's and Chase Mydroth is waiting on deck. The 3-0. There's a strike. It looked like that was out of the zone, but hey, I'll take it. 3-1 now to Baldwin. (3-1). There's ball 4. We got runners on first and second now with Mydroth coming to the plate. So first walk issued by Will Warren. Looks like they're going to have a little meeting there on the mound. So quick pause in the game. Like pitching coach Matt Blake is there. The rest of the infield and Ben Rice. Looks like the meeting is over. And we will get back to the game here as Chase Mydroth will be stepping into the plate. So let's see what Mydroth does here with runners on first and second, 1 out. First pitch is a strike. What's up, Brad? Yeah. Trust me, none of us are happy with the E6. Yo won. Did he go? He did not. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Got him with the sinker. The 1-2. Oh, and that hits Mydroth, and he will take first base. The bases are now loaded with 1 out, so Will Warren all of a sudden finds himself in a big jam. And that'll take us back to the top of the lineup. Mike Talkman will be coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in tonight's game. I agree, Richard. What's up, James? So let's see if Warren can get out of this inning. He is in a little bit of he's in a big jam right now. The first pitch is in there for a strike. And the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miguel Vargas is waiting on deck for the White Sox as Warren sets on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. That is popped up, out of play, 1-2. Yeah, the ex-Yankees up. A double play would be fantastic right here. The 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Blocked by Rice. So Warren struggling a little bit here in the bottom of the second. Two, and he struck him out looking. First strikeout of the game for Will Warren. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Big strikeout there by Will Warren. And 1-0 here to Vargas. So first strikeout of the game for Will Warren. The 1-0 is 2-0. That ball is hit into left field, and it is a grand freaking slam. And just like that, a 4-4 game. Oh my God, man. Are you kidding me? This is stupid. Wow. That error, man, I'm telling you, it started with that error. And we got to play this. We got to play this. We got to play this. This is bad. And we have ourselves a 4-4 game. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. And here's Teal as he pops it up on the first pitch. And it looks like Stanton's right there, makes the play. But Will Warren gives up a grand slam. You know, every time an error happens, man, the other team makes the Yankees pay for it. Like, it happens every time. Oh, God. That is so frustrating. Never fails. Never freaking fails. Thank God that inning is over. But wow, that's just unbelievable. But top of the third now coming up. And Bellinger, Stanton, Jazz will be due up. So now they're going to have to put up a bunch of runs again. Unfreaking believable. Cecilia says, I have a marketing communications background, so I just think it'll help promote your branding. I also see the strike zone and neon light art somewhere on the screen as well. Oh, you're saying you want to see it in the like have it in neon light? Neon light art? Okay. I see what you're saying. Well, thanks for the suggestion. Yeah. Yeah, Brad. I mean, dude, it like I said, it happens like clockwork, man. It happens like clockwork. Freaking every time there's an error, man, it's like the other team is gonna make this team pay for it. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. And here's Cody Bellinger, who hit a 2-run home run in the first. So we have ourselves a 4-4 game here. We're in the top of the third, 1-0 count here to Bellinger. 2-0. Three and 0 now to Cody Bellinger. It needs to end soon there, Michael. That's all I'm going to say. And there's a 4-pitch walk to Cody Bellinger. So leadoff walk here for Cody Bellinger. Yankees get their leadoff man on. And here's Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. So Bellinger taking his lead at first. And first pitch. Strike one. The 0-1. Ho! 1-1. The 1-1. Upstairs 2-1 now to Giancarlo Stanton. As Martin sets on the 2-1. Martin throws over to first to check on Bellinger. And we have Alexander warming up in the White Sox bullpen, left-handed pitcher. Martin already had 67 pitches here in the top of the third. The 2-1. And Giancarlo hits a line drive, and that's a double play. As Bellinger was way off the bag, and he gets tagged out at second base. Oh, bad decision. Bad decision. Yeah, Bellinger was attempting to steal. Play was made by the second baseman, Sosa, and then Bellinger gets tagged out. And here's Jazz. He takes strike one. Yo one. 1-1. The 1-1. As Jazz hits that to left field, but it is playable for Benintendi. And he makes the play out number 3 and a non-productive inning by the New York Yankees. And just like that, we're going to the top of the third. So an ugly second, a crappy third. Let's see what the fourth brings. So let's see what the bottom of the third brings now. Hopefully it's not a miserable inning. My God, that last inning was freaking. Oh my God, man. Oh, that is so frustrating. But it's a tie game, 4-4. Bottom of the third coming up. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub button. If you're new, I would greatly appreciate it. We are now 6 subs away from 2,000. So if there's 6 people out there watching for the first time, go ahead and hit that sub button. Let's get to that 2,000. So we're 6 subs away. And just to tell you all the other scores and the other 2 games being played right now, the Phillies are beating the Braves 15-4 in the top of the 6th. And the Marlins are beating the Mets 4-2 in the bottom of the 5th. So Marlins beating the Mets right now. Phillies destroying the Braves right now. 4-4 game in this game that I'm calling. So hopefully the bottom of the third is not an ugly inning. Hopefully it's a much better inning. But wow, that was just crazy. Yeah. No, why? Stan's not going nowhere. Yeah, 15-4, dude. It's pretty crazy. I know you were trolling there, Beagle. Here's Will Warren back to work here. Against Sosa, who's 1 for 1 today in tonight's game. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Sosa. Two balls, 1 strike. And there's a grounder hit to Jazz. Fields it. Fires to first for out number 1. And that'll bring up Andrew Benintendi, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. First pitch is hit into center field, and that is a hit for Andrew Benintendi as he gets a single. He's 1 for 2 now in tonight's game. And that'll bring up Keto to the plate. Ah, Cecilia, thank you. Cecilia, do you work for a company and do you do marketing for them? Is that your job? Yo, 1-1. As Warren sets here on the 1-1 on Keto, pitch 2-1. The 2-1. That is hit into center field. Running back is Grisham, and he makes the play at the warning track. Benintendi will run back to first. That is the second out of the inning. And Meade will be coming to the plate. Oh, Mets just tied it up on a 2-run homer. All right. First pitch to Meade is strike one. Strike two. 0-2 count. Time to play that 2-strike horn. And I just realized I didn't have my music going. I'll get it going here in a minute. And that's a ball, 1-2. The 1-2. 2-2. Oh, got you, Cecilia. That's cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. The 2-2. That is hit into right field. Stanton running back, and he makes the play for out number 3. A much better inning for Will Warren. And the top of the 4th will be coming up. I appreciate it, CeeLo. Yeah, it's the horn that gets played at Yankee Stadium when it's 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's great. It's great. Oh, wow. CeeLo works for Blue Cross Blue Shield as well. That's wild. Wow, that's funny. Once again, folks, we are in a commercial break. Yankees, White Sox tied up at 4. Going into the top of the 4th. Goldschmidt, McMahon, and Volpe will be due up. So bottom of the order. Make sure you all hit the like, hit that sub. Keep sharing this channel out. We are 6 subs away from 2,000. I appreciate it, CeeLo. Thank you. Cool, Beagle. Game should start here momentarily. All right, Davis Martin back on the mound. Goldschmidt takes ball 1. He's leading things off here in the top of the 4th for the Yankees. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. As he swung and missed on that pitch. The 1-2. Goldschmidt hits that ball into right field, and it is playable for Talkman as he makes the play, 1 down. And that'll bring up Ryan McMahon to the plate. Part Italian or Latina, yeah. Oh, trust. I've seen it, Cecilia. I knew a lot of Italians and Latinas growing up. First pitch to McMahon. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Yo, 1-2 now to Ryan McMahon. The 1-2. McMahon fouls that pitch off. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. McMahon's quote from yesterday, "Oh man, finally, I've sucked. I don't think it's a secret, so I'm just going to get going. Trying to get going." At least he's honest. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. McMahon strikes out. And that is the second out of the inning. Should be the 5th strikeout for Davis Martin. So, injury report for Loaisaga. Diagnosed with right flexor strain. The UCL is intact. Will miss the rest of the season. We've probably seen his last days in pinstripes. So here's Anthony Volpe as he hits a grounder, and that gets through, and that'll go to the corner there, left field. And he is on there with a 2-out double. So Volpe says, "My bad on the error, but in return, I'll give you a double." Trying to redeem himself. But I know we're not all convinced. Yeah, this game is, both games are tied up at 4 there, Larry. Yeah. So Martin's going to be taken out of the game. So it looks like the White Sox are bringing in one of their lefty arms in Alexander. Tyler Alexander. Rosario Caballero should be in the game this inning. But Tyler Alexander is in the game. And now we are in a commercial break because of the pitching change. So the game will resume here momentarily. Right, Brad? He is trying to redeem himself. Let's get those likes up, folks. Anybody watching this for the first time, hit that sub button, that subscribe button, and keep sharing this channel out. We are 6 subs away from 2,000. Sure. With plenty of chicken parm, right, at the parade? Oh, I'm not saying it's enough, man. Definitely not saying it's enough there, Peanut. But he's trying to redeem himself, but it's definitely not enough. Far from it. But yes, indeed, we are in a commercial break. It looks like we're going to resume back to the game here. So let's see what we got. So 1985 to 1987 with the Yankees, 88 through 94 with the White Sox. Career statistics, 244, 638 hits, 117 home runs, 244 batting average. Can anybody name that Yankee? And Grisham fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Pitch is inside, 1-1. Yeah, let's make it happen. And Grisham hits a grounder. Oh, gobbled there by Sosa, but he makes the play. And that is out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 4th here, folks. So Volpe hit that double, but unfortunately didn't really result into anything. Let's see how many likes we're at on the stream here. Let's see where we're at for likes. Check that real quick. Let's check it here. We are at 29 likes. Can we get 21 more likes? 21 more likes will get this live stream to 50. Can we get 21 more likes? Can we get 6 more subs to break 2,000? Can we make both of those things happen? I appreciate you all tuning in. Still a 4-4 game. Should be a 4-0 game, but hey, you know, we all can't have what we want. The game should resume here momentarily. What's up, Antonio? What up, Theo? There's Will Warren back on the mound. As Baldwin takes ball 1. Baldwin hits that ball into left field. Bellinger running back, and he makes the play. 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up Mydroth to the plate, who was hit by a pitch. The music is very therapeutic. Sweet. Glad to hear. I don't know. I was thinking about downloading a laid back hip hop beat to play in the background. But I don't mind this one. Mydroth takes strike 1. The 0-1. 1-1. The 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Mydroth. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. That is foul back, 2-2. Cool. Thanks, Tercilo. As Warren sets the 2-2. Check swing foul. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Here in the bottom of the 4th. So good job to Will Warren. Got him with the sinker. That is Will Warren's 2nd strikeout of the game. And here's Mike Talkman, who's 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. 0-1. The 0-1. It's a grounder. Hit to second. Jazz fields it. Throws to first. A 1-2-3 inning for Will Warren. Good inning there for Will Warren. Much needed. And the top of the fifth is coming up for the New York Yankees. Jazz was just like, nope, Volpe, I'm not letting you have this one. So that's crazy. I just saw the scoreboard. So 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for both teams. So exactly, it is identical. What's up, Texas Buckeye? How are you? What's going on there, Texas Buckeye? Cecilia says, if you go hip-hop, please sample both East and West Coast. Yeah, if I do it, I'll have like 2 beats. California by Tupac. I'll probably get copyrighted for that one. Yeah, I'm biased towards East Coast, but I mean, I got no problems with West Coast. So, but we are in a commercial break. The top of the fifth is going to be coming up. I'm going to take a quick break real quick, folks. I'll be right back. Make sure you all smack that like button. Hit that sub button if you're new. Keep sharing this channel out. I'll be right back. All right, we're back, folks. Just had to take a little mini break. And Ben Rice gets a single there as he leads things off here in the top of the fifth with a single. So good hit there by Ben Rice. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. Yeah, right, Celia? And here's Aaron Judge, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. He takes a strike. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. The 1-1. Judge, ooh. Fouls that one back, 1-2. Made him drop. The 1-2. Judge hits a grounder. It's a fair ball. A long throw to first, and play could not be made. Ben Rice now is running home as he scores on a bad throw, and Judge will go to second, but Vargas looks like he is hurt, man. He's been on the ground there for 30 seconds now. He's holding his wrist. Oh, I hope he's all right, man. I never wish injury on a player, but there's the trainer. They're checking on him right now. It looks like, I hope he's up. Let's see what happened here. The Judge run into his. Oh, I think Judge bumped into him, but I mean, nothing he could have done. Looks like he's going to be taken out of the game. Yeah, so he's definitely holding his wrist. Oh, okay. Judge's knee banged on his glove, so must have bent his wrist back, his wrist way back. So Vargas is done. Judge will be at second, 5-4 game. I mean, Yankees retake the lead here. Yeah, that's definitely. He's probably going to be that's probably a broken. It might be a broken wrist. Yeah. So we'll see how they score that one. They scored as a single, as a throw-in error by the third baseman Meade. Yeah, that looked like it hurt, man. He was definitely on the ground, he was in pain. So it looks like who will they bring into the game? And Bellinger hits that one. It was off the wall. Right fielder could not make the play. And we got runners on second and third now. So Bellinger with a hard hit ball, almost hit his second home run as Tauchman was running back, almost made the play, almost robbed him of a home run, but could not come up with the catch. And it turned into a double. So now we got runners on second and third with nobody out. This has been an interesting inning here, folks. And here's Giancarlo Stanton. And Giancarlo Stanton hits that. Oh, no, they got it. Bellinger in a rundown. And he's probably going to be tagged out. So Bellinger is tagged out. Judge will be safe at third. And Giancarlo Stanton is out on there on a fielder's choice. So runners on first and third now with one out. Yeah, we saw that, Jockey Boy. And here's Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 1 for 2, takes a strike. Cecilia says 38 in the chat, but only 28 likes. Let's go, chat. Get at least at 50 for NFE. Appreciate you. Try to get to that 50 likes. We're 22 away. 1-1. Looks like Boone is having a conversation there. So probably, I mean, I guess you could have. Bellinger should have probably stayed put at second, right? I mean, Giancarlo would have grounded out. It would have still been runners on second and third with one out. That would have been better, but and I understand he was running on contact, but man, runners on first and third now. 2-1 to Jazz as Jazz hits that ball into right field. Tauchman will make the play. Let's see if Judge tags up. Judge does tag up, and it is now a 6-4 game. So a sac fly for Jazz Chisholm, so he does his job. The Yankees get another run. Yankees are now leading 6-4. And that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. Yeah, got to be a little bit smarter on the base paths. Got to be a little smarter on the base paths, but things like this are going to happen, unfortunately. As Goldschmidt takes a strike, it's 1-1. The 1-1 to Goldschmidt. Fouled away, 1-2. Yeah, I like productive outs as well. As Goldschmidt rips that one, but it's a foul ball. I like productive outs too there, Buckeye. There's other ways of scoring runs besides the long ball. And those runs matter. They do matter. The 1-2. Pitches in the dirt, 2-2. So Yankees have a 6-4 lead here in the top of the fifth. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt, runner on first. See if Goldschmidt can keep this inning alive. True, CeeLo, true. And Goldschmidt strikes out looking on a questionable strike 3. And now we're going to the bottom of the fifth, folks. And Taylor, Teal, and Sosa will be due up. So Taylor is filling in for Vargas. Baldwin moves over to third base, and Meade moves over to first base. So there's been some defensive changes for the Chicago White Sox. Let's see if Warren could have a good 5th inning. Besides giving up that grand slam, I mean, he's been pitching. He's been better. He's been able to get out of these innings, so that's good. But bottom of the 5th coming up. We're in a commercial break. Game will resume here momentarily. Yankees are up 6-4. They retake the lead. Let's hope they can protect the lead right here. I appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub button. Keep sharing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. We are 6 subs away from 2,000. So if there's 6 people out there watching this for the first time, please hit that sub button. Let's hit that 2,000 subscriber count. Yeah, probably, Richard. No doubt. All right, here's a 0-1 count here to Michael Taylor, who's taken over at center field here. So there's been some defensive changes. So 0-2 to Taylor. The 0-2. And he struck him out looking for out number 1. And it brings up Kyle Teal to the plate. One and 0 to Teal. Two and 0 now. 2-0. 2-1. Right, CeeLo? I freaking love that sound too, bro. It's that PC Richard and Son whistle. And that ball gets through to right field, and it is a single for Kyle Teal. A one-out single. That'll bring up Lennon Sosa to the plate, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Yeah, Warren's trying. I mean, right now he's at 78 pitches here in the bottom of the 5th. Should be able to get through this inning, hopefully. Ball 1 here to Sosa. The 1-0. 2-0. The 2-0. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Lennon Sosa. And Andrew Benintendi waiting on deck for the White Sox. The 2-1. That is popped up, fouled away, 2-2. The 2-2. Whoa, just misses. Warren wanted that one. It's a full count now to Sosa. Three balls, 2 strikes here to Sosa as Warren sets. The 3-2. There's ball 4. So the tying run is on first base. We got runners on first and second. That brings up Andrew Benintendi. Warren at 84 pitches. They have Fernando Cruz warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. Is this gonna... Looks like, is that Matt Blake out there? Yeah, Matt Blake is out there talking with Will Warren, with Ben Rice, and the rest of the infield. So, trying to get him to settle down. Hopefully, he can get out of this inning. Indeed, he does, CeeLo. Buckeye says that should have been a strikeout. Yeah, I mean, it was in the strike zone, but this umpire also calls, I mean, at the same time, he's been calling strikes to pitches outside of the strike zone. So it's going to be one of these types of games. Oh, the ABS system needs to get here sooner. There's a strike. So, see, I thought that was a ball. So 0-1 here to Benintendi. Guess you take what you can get out of this umpire. The 0-1, and Benintendi pops that one up. Who's going to make that play? Stanton is running in. He makes the play for out number 2. So big out there by Will Warren. And that'll bring up Edgar Keto to the plate. It was 0 for 2. He reached on an error and also scored a run. There's a strike. 0-1 to Keto. Yo, 1. Upstairs, 1-1. As Warren sets here on the 1-1, the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. 6-4. As Warren sets the 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2 fouled away. Still 2-2. Runners take their lead. Warren sets. Another 2-2 pitch. It is a full count. So the runners will go. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Kettle. Warren asking for a new baseball. Yeah, robo-umps need to make a They definitely need to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I wish we weren't having that conversation because I don't like changing things up in a game, but umpires are not helping. The payoff, and that is hit it to left field. Bellinger running back. He makes the play. Warren gets himself out of a jam, so good job to Will Warren through 5, and we're going to the top of the 6th here, folks. Yankees are still up 6-4. The White Sox leave 2 runners stranded. McMahon, Volpe, Grisham due up. So 8-9-1 batters coming up here for the New York Yankees, folks. And just like that, we're in a commercial break. So that probably will do it for Will Warren. He's at, let's see, pitch count. Yeah, 91 pitches. I suppose he could come back out, but Fernando Cruz was warming up, so they might go to the bullpen here in the 6th. The Yankees up 2 runs right now. But Warren's at 93 pitches, my mistake. So Will Warren's at 93 pitches. So if I had to guess, he's probably not going to be brought back out. So they'll go to the bullpen. The Yankees have a 6-4 lead here going into the top of the 6th. Yeah, it was, after he gave up that grand slam, I know he struggled there. What was that, in the 2nd inning? Yeah, the bottom of the 2nd was a bad one for him. But after that, he improved. He was able to get himself out of jams. Kept the team in the game. So he did his part despite giving up the grand slam. But I had him going 6 innings. But hey, you know what? I'll take 5. I'll take 5 from him. But remember why that grand slam happened, how it all started. Let's get those likes up, folks. We're getting back to the game here. Let's get those likes up. Hit that sub button if you're new. Keep sharing this channel out. And here's Ryan McMahon. The first pitch, he bunts, and it is popped up in foul territory. Easy play for Teal. So 1 down just like that. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe to the plate. So Volpe in his last at bat had that big double with 2 outs. Let's see what he does here in his third at bat tonight. What's up, Acevedo? Strike one to Volpe. And the 0-1. There's a strike, 0-2. Pitch looked like it was just a little inside, but a lot of close calls here made by the home plate umpire tonight. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Anthony Volpe as Alexander sets here on the 0-2 the pitch. And it's a single. There's a single for Anthony Volpe. He gets his second hit of the night. Volpe is 2 for 3 tonight. Take it how you will. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the hit. Any positive from Volpe, I'll take it. But, oh, man, still not enough for me to be like, yeah, he's back. But he's on there with a 1-out single. So that brings up Trent Grisham to the plate. He is 0 for 2 tonight. There's a ball. Indeed, Jake Boss. A Phillies player has 4 home runs tonight. Well, that's insane. Is that Schwarber? Here's the 1-0. And Grisham pops that one up. Left side. Who's going to make the play? The third baseman, Baldwin, makes the catch. So that is the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Ben Rice to the plate. Let's see if he can keep this inning alive. So he's going to have to get her pom-poms out of the closet. Yeah, let's throw him a parade, Acevedo. As Alexander throws over to first to check on Volpe. Volpe safely gets back. First pitch. Ball 1 to Ben Rice. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Did he go? He did not. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. Oh, it's Schwarber? Okay. Yeah, Schwarber's a beast. The 2-1. Foul back, 2-2. Marlins up 7-4 on the Mets. Okay. Yeah, I see that score right there. Phillies are up 18-4. That's insane. The 2-2. Ball 3. Volpe will go. It's a full count here to Ben Rice. Let's see if he's able to keep this inning alive. He is 2 for 3 in tonight's game. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. And Rice strikes out looking, and we're going to the bottom of the 6th here, folks. Now bring up Meade, Baldwin, and Mydroth to the plate. Senor Schwarber wants that NL home run title, bro. Yes, he does. Cecilia says, what's stat saying? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Right? Yeah, I don't know where Susan is right now, but folks, we are in a commercial break. The game will resume here shortly. The bottom of the sixth will be coming up. So let's see if the Yankees can protect the lead. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Sometimes batters just get fooled there, Buckeye. They just get fooled, and they look like fools. But the game will start here shortly. We'll resume. Let's take a look at the votes here. So 35 votes and 51% of you said the Yankees will score between 5 and 9 runs. Looks like a 20, player hit 24 home runs 21 times in a game. That is nuts, man. Watch, they're going to go test him for steroids now. And here's Fernando Cruz, who's going to take over pitching duties here in the bottom of the sixth for the New York Yankees. 56.8% of his strikeouts are with his splitters. This dude has a filthy splitter, if you all remember. He's been very effective for the Yankees bullpen. It was a big loss when he got hurt. And he'll be facing Meade here in the bottom of the sixth. And first pitch, right to Volpe, fields it, throws to first, and he makes the play. Did everybody else hold their breath? So one down here in the bottom of the sixth. And that'll bring up Baldwin to the plate. Baldwin is 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch, strike one. Here's the 0-1. That is popped up, foul territory, but it is out of play. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here. It's a Baldwin. The 0-2. Pitch is fouled. Still 0-2. They have Leisure and Gonzalez both warming up in the bullpen for the Chicago White Sox, both right-handed pitchers. The 0-2. Oh, way outside. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Second out of the inning. So the Yankees have a good amount of bullpen arms available if needed. And first pitch to Mydroth is upstairs, 1-0. 19-4. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm seeing that here. Yeah, Phillies are just putting on a clinic on the Braves. And there's a strike, 1-1 now to Mydroth. The 1-1. Misses on that pitch. It's 2-1. The 2-1. That is a grounder. Fielded by Volpe. Throws to first. And he makes the play. A 1-2-3 inning here by Fernando Cruz. And now we are going to the top of the 7th. Cruz is pumped up. He is like, yes, let's go. All right, we're going to the top of the 7th now. Judge, Bellinger, Giancarlo due up here, folks. Top of the 7th coming up. Yeah, Kyle Schwarber hit 4 home runs in 1 game. That's just crazy. I know Volpe he's trying to make the plays now. He's just like, I know, man. I made that error. I'm not doing anybody any favors. I'm not doing myself any favors. But I'm trying to make these plays. I'm trying to make things happen at the plate. I'm trying to prove to the fans. I don't want to let anybody down, but man, there's a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. So but top of the 7th will be coming up. Appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button. Hit that sub button if you're new. Keep sharing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see where we're at for likes. Let's check the likes. We are currently at 32 likes. Can we get 18 more likes to hit 50? Is that possible? I appreciate you all. 32 likes. Can we get 18 more? But the top of the 7th will be coming up here momentarily. Let's see if the White Sox bring in a new pitcher. Friday, September 5th, when the Yankees play Toronto at the Yankee Stadium. It's Austin Wells football jersey night for the first 18,000 guests. And ball 1 to Aaron Judge. We're back to the game here. So Wikelman Gonzalez is in the game for the White Sox. The 1-0 from Gonzalez is 2-0 to Judge. Here is the 2-0. As Judge fouls that one back, it's 2-1. As Gonzalez sets up a 2-1 the pitch, as Judge fouls that one back. Count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to the Yankee captain. The 2-2. Full count. Oh boy, Brad. Please let's not let that be the case. The 3-2. Volpe, or just thinking about Volpe. Judge fouls that one off. Luke Weaver is warming up in the Yankee bullpen. So still 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Judge. The 3-2. And Judge draws a walk. So Yankees get their leadoff man on here in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Bellinger is 2 for 2 tonight. He had that 2-run homer back in the first inning. And the first pitch, inside, ball one. Yeah, well, I was just thinking about Volpe because of Brad's comment. he's the talk of the night, Anthony Volpe. 1-0. That is a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Bellinger pops that one up. Left side. Play cannot be made. Foul ball, 1-2. You had Baldwin, Benintendi, and Mydroth running. Try and make that play. Nobody could get there on time. Gonzalez sets on the 1-2 to pitch. Count is even at 2-2 now. The 2-2. Bellinger fouls that one. Still 2-2. Yeah, he might be taking a break there, Katie. And, I mean, he doesn't really travel much for the road games, it seems like. But he might be taking some time off. The 2-2. Bellinger pops that one up to right field. And looks like Talkman will make the play as Judge gets back to first. And that'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton to the plate, who is 0 for 3 tonight. So ground out, lined into a double play, and a fielder's choice here for Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch from Gonzalez is in there for strike one. Well, Phillies beat the Braves 19-4, so that game is over. Bottom of the seventh, Marlins are beating the Mets 7-4. The 0-1. Inside, 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Got him with a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. And the 1-2. Foul back. Still 1-2 to Giancarlo. Wow, that ball got through him between the umpire's arm. That's crazy. And Giancarlo fouls that pitch back. Still 1-2. The 1-2 outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Stanton. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Stanton strikes out. He is 0 for 4 tonight. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate. And here's Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 1 for 2. A sole home run, sac fly. Has a couple of RBIs tonight. Jazz swings at the first pitch, popped up, and looks like the second baseman, Sosa's right there to make the play. And we are going to the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees are leading 6-4. It is the 7th inning stretch. Get up, stretch, get a drink, get a snack, get some food. Come right back, folks. I'll leave you all with some tunes. I'll be right back. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub button. Keep sharing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was just having some problems with MLB TV, so I do apologize. But we're back to the game. We have Taylor on the mound, or at the plate. Luke Weaver's on the mound here in the bottom of the seventh. We have one out here in the bottom of the seventh, and it's a swing and a miss for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the seventh. And here's Kyle Teal at the plate with 2 outs. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. 1-1. Teal is 2 for 3 in tonight's game. 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if Warren can get another strikeout. The 1-2. 2-2. Just misses. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Oh, quick inning there by Luke Weaver. Good job to Luke Weaver. We're now going to the top of the 8th here, folks. Yankees 6 outs away from winning this game. Let's see if they can put up some more runs. Goldschmidt, McMahon, Volpe due up here in the top of the 8th. Yankees are up 6-4. But I appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub button. If you're new, keep sharing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. We are 6 subscribers away from 2,000, folks. So if there's anybody watching this for the first time, let's hit that sub button. Let's get this channel to 6 subscribers. Let's see where we're at for likes right now. We're at 33 likes. Can we get 17 more likes to 50? Is that possible? Let me take this off the screen here. All right. Let's get back to the game here. Yeah, for real, Petruzzi. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Oh, that pitch was way inside. Ball 1 to Goldschmidt. So Goldschmidt is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Goldschmidt hits and that gets through as Baldwin could not come up with it. Let's see how they rule that. Ball's hit hard. Try to play it on the hop, but gets underneath his glove. And that's going to be ruled an error by the third baseman, Baldwin. So Goldschmidt gets on there on an error by Baldwin. So Yankees have their leadoff man on. Here's Ryan McMahon. He takes ball one. So McMahon 0 for 3 in tonight's game. He struck out twice and popped out. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1. McMahon hits that ball into the gap, and that will go to the wall. Let's see if Goldschmidt could score from here. He's round. Nope, he's going to stop at third. He was stopped at third, and that is a double for Ryan McMahon. He gets his first hit of the night. We got runners on second and third, and that brings up Anthony Volpe to the plate. So Yankees bats making a little noise here in the top of the eighth. First pitch inside to Anthony Volpe, 1-0. Volpe 2 for 3 in tonight's game. A double single, scored a run, had a stolen base. 1-0. Volpe fouls that one back. It's 1-1 now. So runners on second and third. Nobody out in the top of the eighth. The Yankees leading 6-4. Let's see if they could add some more runs here. Volpe is at the plate. He has a 1-1 count against him. The pitch is popped up. Left side, Baldwin running after it, but it is out of play. 1-2. As Gonzalez sets here on the 1-2. The pitch to Volpe. Volpe hits that into center field, and Taylor makes the play, tagging up as Goldschmidt. It is a 7-4 game as he scores. So a productive at-bat there by Volpe on a sac fly. And McMahon goes to third on the sac fly. So now we have a runner on third base, one out, and that brings up Trent Grisham to the plate. Yankees have a 7-4 lead here in the top of the eighth. All right, it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. The top of the lineup will be coming up here for the New York Yankees when we get back. So commercial break here. And folks in the chat, we are 5 likes away from 2,000. From 2,000 subscribers. Are there 5 people out there watching this right now that have not subbed up? We are 5 subscribers away from 2,000 subscribers. Can we make it happen? Can we make it happen here tonight, folks, on Thursday night, August 28th? Can we make it happen? The Yankees do have a 7-4 lead. White Sox have a pitching change. It is going to be Cam Boozer replacing Gonzalez. And we are currently at 35 likes, people. Can we get 15 more likes on this live stream? Can we get 5 more subs? Can we get 5 more subs? Is that possible? Are there 5 people out there watching this for the first time and have not hit the sub button yet? But the game will resume here. When we get back, Cam Boozer will be on the mound for the White Sox. He'll be facing the top of the lineup of the New York Yankees. Runner on third with 1 out, folks. Yeah, for sure, CeeLo. It'd be awesome if I could hit it tonight, but no worries, man. No worries. All right, here's Trent Grisham. We're back to the game. Runner on third. Here's Cam Boozer. Strike 1 to Boozer. So lefty versus lefty matchup here. Looks like Boozer was recalled from AAA Charlotte today. Here's the 0-1. There's a strike, 0-2. I do not bet Petruzzi. No, I bet betting is not. Nope, I don't do it. Yo-2. As Grisham hits that one, but it's a foul ball. Still 0-2 to Trent Grisham. Grisham is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Ooh, that ice cream. That looks really good right now. As Grisham steps back into the batter's box, he's ready to go. Boozer's ready to go. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball by Trent Grisham as he's trying to stay alive here. Mets playing down to their competition. Yeah, they're losing 7-4 to the Marlins, but I don't sleep on the Marlins, man. They're actually they're a good. They have a good team. I would watch out for those guys next year as that pitch is in the dirt 1-2 now to Trent Grisham. So same score in the Mets Marlins game at like the Yankees Red Sox or Yankees White Sox 7-4, and Devin Williams is warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. S'mores milkshake at White Sox Field. Okay. Here's the 1-2. Grisham rips that ball to right field, and that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Trent Grisham. Let's go. That is his 27th home run of the season. 104.2 exit velo. 391-foot home run by Trent Grisham. And the Yankees have a 9-4 lead here in the top of the 8th with 1 out. And that'll bring up Ben Rice to the plate. Trent Grisham having a fantastic year. He's letting all 32 teams of baseball know, hey, man, I got it. Give me a contract. It's ball 1 to Ben Rice. And it makes it interesting for the Yankees when he becomes a free agent. But it's a 9-4 lead here. Here's Ben Rice as he swings and misses. It's 1-1. And it's a grounder, but foul. 1-2. 6 home runs in the last 9 games for Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss. Rice strikes out for out number 2. Richard said earlier today, you said 9-5. Yeah, I said 9-3. It's 9-4. So I'm off by 1 run. Let's see if the White Sox get any more runs, but I'm off by 1 run so far. Swing and a miss there by Judge. 0-1. I mean, he definitely is going to earn himself a contract. He's having a fantastic year. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Judge. And my poll was on point so far, as that is a ball to Judge, 1-2. Now to Aaron Judge. And the 1-2. That is fouled. Still 1-2. Yeah, so far the 9 runs is the winner. Let's see if they get another. Let's see if they do get 10. And the 1-2 as Judge pops that one up. And Tauchman is running in. He makes the play for out number 3. But the Yankees get another 3 runs here in the top of the 8th. Trent Grisham with a 2-run home run. We're going to the bottom of the 8th now, folks. What's up, Owen? How's it going? Appreciate it, CeeLo. Yeah, I try to do a lot of polls, man. I mean, I do a lot of polls. I just think that'll be cool just to kind of have that little fan interaction. You know what I mean? Just to get you all to get involved. You know. Have a great night there, Beagle. Well, yeah, 38 votes, and 50% of you said that the Yankees will score 5 to 9 runs tonight. Let's see if that holds. Because they also have the top of the 9th. Ben Rice did not hit a home run there, Owen. Bellinger hit a homer. Jazz hit a homer. Grisham hit a homer. So the bottom of the 8th will be coming up here soon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub. Keep sharing this channel out with everyone you know. I greatly appreciate it. See how many likes we're at right now. We're 5 subscribers away from 2,000, folks. And we're at 35 likes right now. Can we get 15 more? Is that possible? It looks like Devin Williams will be coming into the game here in the bottom of the 8th. The Yankees have a 5-run lead. Let's see how Williams does here in the bottom of the 8th. And it looks like Williams is going to face Sosa, Benintendi, and Keto. And first pitch to Sosa is ball 1. The 1-0 is 2-0. CeeLo giving the breaking news here about Anthony Volpe. The 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Got him on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Sosa. Williams sets. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And that'll bring up Andrew Benintendi, who is 1 for 3 in tonight's game. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Let's see if Williams can go back-to-back Ks here. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Devin Williams. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And here's Keto, who's 0 for 3 in tonight's game. First pitch, ball 1. One and 0 count here to Ghetto. The 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. Yeah, Ben Rice is catching today, Owen. As Williams sets on the 1-1. The pitch. Foul ball, 1-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Yankees lead. Let's see if Williams can strike out the side. The 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. Williams sets. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Williams strikes out the side. We're going to the top of the 9th. Yankees are now 3 outs away from winning this game. Williams with a great outing there. And we are in a commercial break. Boy, does it there, CeeLo. Yes, it does. So Bellinger, Caballero, and Jazz will be due up. Looks like Caballero took over at right field for Giancarlo Stanton. So Stanton's night is over. And I will take a quick commercial break here, folks. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're waiting for the game to resume. Yankees are up 9-4. And Don Pasqua was the name that Yankee. I don't know if anybody had it. But this game's been going down for 2 hours and 30 minutes now. Appreciate you all hanging in there with me. Right, CeeLo? Pretty cool. The one that I'm playing, or what? The between the 7th inning? All right, we should be back to the game here. So Steven Wilson is in the game here, folks. For the Chicago White Sox, he'll be taking over pitching duties as he will face Cody Bellinger here in the top of the 9th as Bellinger calls time. Bellinger 2 for 3 in tonight's game. Yeah, I enjoy it, man. I do too. Thank you. There's CeeLo. And the 0-1. And there's a hit to right field, and that is another hit for Cody Bellinger. He is 3 for 4 in tonight's game. And that'll bring up Jose Caballero to the plate. We'll see there, CeeLo. I mean, it could be anybody but Blackburn. I mean, Yankees are up 9-4. I don't think it'll be Bednar. Maybe you might see Duvall. They might bring in Mark Leiter Jr. And as I said, Mark Leiter Jr., he's warming up in the bullpen right now, so Caballero has a 0-1 count against him. 0-2 now is a Caballero. You have Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting on deck for the Yankees as Wilson sets. Looks like he stepped off. Looks like there's a meeting on the mound. Yeah, I'd say so, Petruzzi. Looks like the Yankees bullpen in a good mood, having some laughs there. It's 0-2 here to Caballero as Wilson sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Struck him out looking. 1 down. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate. Cecilia says I should leave the chat more often. I like that lead. Nah, don't leave the chat. Richard Chin is adding here. Devin Williams, including today, last 8 games, 7 1/3, 2 hits, 1 run, 0 earned, 1 walk, 18 strikeouts. The messy inning was Tampa Bay in the extra innings. Yeah, he's looked better in his last few outings. Well, they had Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen there, Petruzzi. So 1-0 count here to Jazz. There's a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. 2-1 now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. The 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. The 2-2. Jazz hits a grounder, and that gets through for a base hit. And Bellinger will go to third. And another single for Jazz. So now we got runners on the corners with one out, and Goldschmidt will be coming to the plate. He's 0 for 4 in tonight's game. Oh, your neighbor came by to borrow some olive oil? Oh, okay, cool. 94 home runs by the Yankee outfield. Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger. Whew. Oh, Jazz didn't realize it was a foul ball. 0-1 to Paul Goldschmidt. Yeah, well, it's really going to matter against the good teams, though, CeeLo. So runners on first and third, one out. Yankees have a 9-4 lead here in the top of the ninth. It's 0-1 to Goldschmidt. There goes Jazz. And he will steal second base. So now we got runners on second and third. So no chance for a double play. It's 1-1 to Paul Goldschmidt. And that is the 24th stolen base for Jazz Chisholm Jr. As Wilson sets on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Foul ball, 1-2. Yeah, I'm an olive oil fan too. I love olive oil. The 1-2. Goldschmidt hits that ball into right field, but playable for Tauchman. And Bellinger tags, and he will score on the sac fly. It's a 10-4 game. And that'll send Jazz to third on the sac fly. So runner on third with 2 outs. Yankees are leading this game 10-4. So I will actually go ahead and end this poll right here because the Yankees just put up 10 runs. So 10 plus is 10 or more. So 38 votes and 24% of you voted 10 plus. So congratulations to the 24%. Yeah, Bellinger definitely slides in. Beautiful slide there by Cody Bellinger. That brings up Ryan McMahon to the plate. He is 1 for 4 tonight. 2-0 to Ryan McMahon. Yeah, exactly there, Richard. Oh, interesting, Cecilia. I wonder what that is. Here is the 2-0. That is popped up, left field. Benintendi's right there. He makes the play for out number 3. Yankees put up another. It's a 10-4 game, and Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen. Looks like he will be coming into the game to try and close this whole thing out. Hopefully it's just an easy 1-2-3. But we are in a commercial break. Appreciate you all tuning in. As always, game is almost over. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub button. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We're only 5 subs away from 2,000. But hopefully everybody will sleep in a good mood. Let me take one more mini break. Give me like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yeah. I appreciate you, CeeLo. You're the man. I appreciate your support. All right, so the Yankees have this 4-game set against the White Sox. They have a day off on Monday. They travel to Houston on a 3-game set. Come back to Yankee Stadium next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to host the Blue Jays. So, Yankees have a tough set of games coming up in September, so it's going to be a challenge. Here's Curtis Mead at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Mark Leiter Jr. is on the mound. He's going to try and close things out. It is 1-0. Cecilia, it's a joke. It's a joke. So 1-0 here to Mead. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. There's a strike. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Mead as Leiter Jr. sets. Here's the pitch. Oh, way outside. 2-2. All right, thanks for popping in, Robert. Oh, it's an inside joke, Cecilia. It's an inside joke. The 2-2. And Mead hits that one, but it's a foul ball. Still 2-2. The 2-2. And Mead hits that into left field, and Bellinger is right there to make the play. 1 down. Yankees are 2 outs away from winning this game, and that'll bring up Brooks Baldwin to the plate. Mark Leiter Jr. there, CeeLo. Strike 1 to Baldwin. And we are at 39 likes, folks. I don't know if we'll make it a 50, but can we make it 40? 40 likes would be appreciated. The 0-1. Grounded foul, 0-2. Here's Carlos Rodon. He'll be pitching in tomorrow night's game against former Yankee Yoandry Gomez, so that should make for an interesting matchup. As Leiter Jr. sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Pitch is in the dirt, 2-2. Katie says she was right on her score prediction. So far, Katie. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And hey, struck him out for out number 2. The Yankees are 1 out away from winning tonight's game, winning the series opener. Oh, I'm sure, Cecilia. I'm sure. First pitch. Grounded, foul. 0-1 count here to Chase Mydroth. Here's the 0-1. And a line drive right to Volpe. He makes the play for out number 3. And the game is over. The Yankees win here, folks. Yankees win tonight's game 10-4 against the Chicago White Sox. So good job to the Yankees for making it happen. Got a little scary there in the bottom of the second when Warren gave up that grand slam, but other than that, he shut it down. The Yankees bullpen shut it down. Yankees bats came alive. So good job to the New York Yankees for winning this game 10-4. And Will Warren gets his 8th win of the season. He is now 8-6 with a 4.30 ERA. $10-4. I appreciate you, CeeLo. The Yankees win, folks. The Yankees win. So make sure you all celebrate. Yep. Will Warren has, he's earned his 8th win of the season. But overall, great game played by the Yankees. They won 10-4 against the Chicago White Sox. And good job, Katie. You called the score. Good job on predicting the score. That's awesome. Way to go there, Katie. But the Yankees win. Tonight's game 10-4. So we'll be back again tomorrow. Same time, same place. For game 2 between the Yankees and the White Sox. It'll be Carlos Rodon versus Yoandry Gomez. So once again, it'll make for an interesting matchup. Yoandry Gomez, former New York Yankee. So let's see how he does against his former team. Right now, he is 3-1 with a 4.73 ERA with 29 strikeouts. Carlos Rodon is 14-7 with a 3.24 ERA with 172 strikeouts. Let's see if Rodon can get his 15th win of the season. He has been phenomenal this year. But let's see where we're at for likes. We're still 5 subs away, 5 subscribers away from 2,000. So again, if there's anybody that is watching this for the first time and you have not subbed up yet, please hit that sub button. All right, let's break that 2,000, and hopefully we can get there by the weekend, or maybe tomorrow. That would be amazing. Let's see where we're at for subs real quick. And then for likes, let's see where we're at for likes. All right, 38 likes. That's all good. But anyway, folks, I'm going to let you all go. But I do appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the support. Greatly appreciate it. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button on the way out. hit it on the rerun. If you're watching this on the rerun, hit that sub button. If you're not subbed up yet, you're watching this for the first time. Let's get those subs up. And keep sharing this channel out with everybody you know. Thank you all very much. Greatly appreciate you all. Have a great night, everyone. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow night. And as always, let's go Yankees.